Welcome to Legion Builds, where I guide you on how to bring your favorite fictional characters into Dungeons & Dragons. This video and all my content is made possible by my Patreon supporters, and it's dedicated to everyone who subscribes to my channel. You're all the reasons why this keeps going. Join the Legion today at patreon.com/63rdlegion for free and help decide next week's new character. Joining my paid tiers allows you early access to my content, a shout out in my videos, homebrew D&D items for your games, and a chance to play some D&D in the Patreon community. We now have a Discord. It's just getting started, but we have some future plans coming, like events for Discord members and Patreon members. It's time for a D&D build overload with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and we're starting with everyone's favorite, Raphael. If he's not your favorite, I am sorry you are wrong. Among the small family of mutants, Raphael is the hothead among them. He tends to fly off the handle pretty quickly and tends to be alone a lot and is pretty hard to like. But regardless of how he acts, Raphael is a caring individual who loves his family and friends and is willing to do whatever it takes to help. When combat training began, Raph was gifted with twin sais, and while they are dangerous, they are extremely close combat weapons that deal very little damage. For today's build, we'll be using the Player's Handbook and Monsters of the Multiverse. We're using standard point array to keep things simple, and we are multi-classing, so watch those stat minimums if you use another system. Make Strength 15, Con 14, Dex 13, Wisdom 12, Intelligence 10, and we're going to be dumping Charisma with an 8 because you're not really liked by many people. Even your brothers have trouble dealing with you sometimes. Raphael is a humanoid turtle, and wouldn't you know it, D&D has that. Turtle from Monsters of the Multiverse is perfect. Hold Breath lets you hold your breath for up to 1 hour. Natural Armor gives you an AC of 17 because of your shell, and you are too big to wear armor. Claws makes your unarmed strikes 1d6 plus your strength modifier and slashing damage. Nature's Intuition gives you a free skill, Grab Stealth. Shell Defense lets you withdraw into your shell with an action. This causes your AC to receive a +4 bonus, and you have advantage on strength and con saving throws. But you are now prone, your speed is 0, your speed can't be increased, you have disadvantage on dex saves, you can't take reactions, and the only action you can take is a bonus action to emerge from your shell. To finish out your lineage, you know the language Common and 2 more of your choice. For background, place +2 into con and +1 into strength. For your origin feat, Tough gives you double your current character level in HP and then adds +2 HP to every level after. For skills, take Sleight of Hand and Intimidation. To finish out your background, take Proficiency in whatever tool you wish. Level 1 Rogues start things off with 4 skills. Grab Athletics, Acrobatics, Perception, and Investigation. You are proficient in simple weapons, martial weapons with the light or finesse property, light armor, thieves' tools, and the saving throws, dex, and intelligence. Expertise grants you double the proficiency bonus to 2 skills of your choice. Place this into Intimidation and Stealth. Sneak Attack lets you add damage to your attacks once per turn when you hit with a finesse or ranged weapon. While you have advantage on the attack or an ally is within 5 feet of your target, you deal an extra 1d6 damage. Thieves' Cant gives you the coded language Thieves' Cant and another language of your choice. Weapon Mastery improves your weapon skills. At the end of a long rest, you choose 2 weapons you are proficient with, and now when you use them, you can use that weapon's mastery property. For some masteries you'll use, Daggers give you Nick, which allow you to attack with 2 light weapons using the same action, freeing your bonus action. Darts give you Vex, which gives you advantage on your next attack against a creature you've hit with this weapon before the end of your next turn. Level 1 fighters begin with more proficiencies when you multi-class into them. You are now proficient in all weapons, shields, and medium armor, which you still can't wear. Fighting Style gives you a fighting style feat. For this feat, 2-weapon fighting lets you add your damage modifier to a second weapon you are holding. Second Wind lets you shrug off damage by healing yourself with a bonus action by 1d10 plus your fighter level. You can do this twice per long rest, but regain 1 use after a short rest. Weapon Mastery is the same, but now you can unlock 3 different weapon masteries. Level 2 fighters gain Action Surge. You can give yourself a free action once per short or long rest. Tactical Mind lets you use Second Wind when you fail a skill check, adding the d10 to the check, but if you still fail, you don't burn the use of Second Wind. Level 3 fighters now have access to their subclass. Champion from the player's handbook is going to bring the pain in combat. Improved critical makes your attacks crit on 19 or 20. Remarkable athlete gives you advantage on initiative rolls and athletics checks. And after you score a critical hit, you can move half your speed without provoking an attack of opportunity. Level 4 fighters earn our first ability score improvement. Let's grab a feat. Piercer from the player's handbook adds +1 to your dex and then improves attacks with weapons that deal piercing damage. First, once per turn, when you hit with a weapon that deals piercing damage, you can re-roll one of the damage dice. Also, when you score a critical hit with a weapon that deals piercing damage, you can add one more damage dice from the weapon. You now have 3 uses of second wind and up to 4 weapon masteries. You've hit character level 5, raise your proficiency bonus to +3. Level 5 fighters unlock extra attack. You can now attack twice with a single attack action. Tactical shift allows you to move up to half your speed when you use second wind, and this movement doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity. Level 6 fighters earn another ability score improvement, raise strength for more attack and damage. Level 1 Barbarians unleash Rage. Now with a bonus action, you make yourself angry and grant yourself some bonuses. When you activate your Rage, you will now deal an extra +2 damage when you use your Strength for attack and damage. You have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws, and now you have resistance to slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning damage. You also can't cast spells and can't maintain them. Your Rage lasts until the end of your next turn or until you are incapacitated. You can cause the Rage to last another turn by attacking an enemy, forcing an enemy to make a saving throw, or using your bonus action to maintain it. You can use this twice per long rest. Unarmored Defense gives you an AC of 10 plus your Dex modifier plus your Con modifier. Right now your Shell is better, so you'll use that one. Weapon Mastery is the same as the last 2 classes, but Fighter is better. Level 2 Barbarians receive Danger Sense. You now have advantage on dex saving throws when you aren't incapacitated. Reckless Attack allows you to throw caution to the wind. Now when you make your first attack roll, you can choose to fight recklessly, giving you advantage on attacks when you use your strength for attack and damage. This lasts until the start of your next turn, but until then, all attacks against you are also at advantage. Your character level 9, bring your proficiency bonus to +4. Level 2 rogues gain cunning action, dash, disengage, and hide are bonus actions for you. Level 3 rogues now have access to their subclass. Thief from the player's handbook is going to help with some of your ninja skills. Second story work gives you a climbing speed equal to your walking speed, and now you can use your dex to determine your jump distance, but strength will be better. Fast hands turn sleight of hand checks to disarm traps or pick locks and utilize action into bonus actions for you. Steady aim lets you give yourself advantage on your next attack roll by your bonus action, but this has to be on a turn you haven't moved, and your speed becomes 0 until the end of your current turn. Your sneak attack is now 2d6 extra damage. Level 4 rogues earn another ability score improvement to cap off strength. Level 5 rogues unlock Cunning Strikes. Now once per turn, when you use sneak attack, you can subtract the extra damage dice to add effects to the attack. If the Cunning Strike has a DC, it is based on your dex. For these effects, trip costs 1d6 and you force a dex save, and if they are a size large or smaller, you give them the prone condition if they fail. Withdrawal costs 1d6, and after you damage them, you can move up to half your total speed without provoking attack of opportunity. Poison is 1d6, and if you have a poisoner's kit, you force a con save, and if they fail, they have the poison condition for 1 minute and can retake the save at the end of each of their turns to end the condition. Uncanny Dodge lets you reduce damage you take from an attack with a reaction, reducing it to half. Your sneak attack is now 3d6 extra damage. You're now character level 13, bump up your proficiency bonus to +5. Level 6 rogues get 2 more expertise, place this into athletics and acrobatics. Level 7 champion fighters get another fighting style feat. For this feat, thrown weapon fighting adds +2 damage from a thrown weapon attack. Level 8 fighters earn another ability score improvement, bump up dex for more stealth. Level 9 fighters receive Indomitable. You can reroll one failed saving throw per long rest. Tactical Master lets you change the weapon mastery property to weapons you've chosen. From what you can change these to, Push pushes a creature back you've hit with this weapon by 10 feet. Slow reduces the speed of a creature you've hit with this weapon by 10 feet, but it can never be lower than 10 feet. Sap gives a creature hit by this weapon disadvantage on their next attack before the start of your next turn. You're at the final milestone, character level 17. Max out your proficiency bonus at +6. Level 10 champion fighters are heroic warriors. Now during combat, when you start your turn without an inspiration dice, you can give yourself one if you don't already have one. You now have 4 uses of second wind and up to 5 weapon masteries. Level 11 fighters gain another extra attack, bringing your total number of attacks up to 3 per attack action. Our final level is level 12 fighters, and you earn our final ability score improvement, and you are character level 19, so now you have access to epic boon feats. I want to end this by capping off your decks for better stealth, acrobatics, and AC, because now your unarmored defense is 18. Now that we've hit level 20, let's recap. Your stats are Strength 20, Dex 20, Con 16, Intelligence 10, Wisdom 12, Charisma 8. Your total class levels are Fighter 12, Barbarian 2, Rogue 6. Let's dive in. You are an impressive warrior. Using daggers for size, your attacks are +11, you're attacking a total number of 4 times normal, 8 times with an action surge, so you're dealing 1d4 +7 +3d6 damage. You can add effects to this, deal the same damage if you throw them, deal even more damage when you crit, which is on a 19 or 20, and your unarmored strikes are actually 1d6 +5. You're a decent ninja with a +17 to stealth and acrobatics, a 20-foot long jump distance, 5 feet high jump distance, advantage on athletics checks, which are +17, advantage on initiative rolls. You can disengage several different ways, you have a climbing speed, and can hide with a bonus action. Finally, you're not going down very easily. You can reroll failed saves, can heal yourself 1d10 +12, your AC is 18, and your total health taking the average is over 210 HP. Downside. Limited resources is the first big problem, as you only have 2 rages. Your soft stats are not that good, with your charisma being terrible, but that's kind of in the lore. Time to prove yourself the better of the brothers, but always remember that when you're together, you're unstoppable. I'd like to thank my Artificer tier. Thank you John Martin, Christopher R. Hunter, Java Squirrel, and Daniel Saffler. Make sure to like and subscribe to not miss a single new build each week on YouTube and Spotify. And make sure to check out my Patreon, where you can help decide next week's new character.